Hello, this is Dr. Troy Spurl coming today with one of our patients, Tom, who has just completed recently one of the programs here at Synapse. So we wanted to get Tom on to talk a little bit about his results, and joining him is his wife, Jackie, who we also want on because she was a big part of the results that Tom got. So thanks for joining us. We really appreciate you coming on here, both of you, Tom and Jackie. So, Tom, why don't you just tell us a little bit about what brought you to Synapse and what were some of your goals, and we'll just start there.
Sure. Well, my sister Patty, she was telling us about Dr. Spurl, who was on Susie Larson Live, and I was not in very good shape at that time. I was 66 years old, knew I had to lose some weight and get in better shape, and knew that the way that I was going through trying to do it was not working. And I'm not blaming the healthcare system, but it didn't seem like we had a real good way to turn or place to go to really figure out that. And so my sister encouraged us, and we gave Synapse a call and did that initial meeting together on Zoom, and really thought it was something that we could do. And it seemed a little daunting at first, that a lot of things were up in the air and seemingly having to give up. And but we felt like 66, kind of old. Maybe if I wait another couple years, I won't be able to do it, or maybe never do it, to get in better shape and lose some weight. So,
do you remember what your initial goal for weight loss was?
I think it was like 60 pounds. Or
it was 200. You wanted to get down to 200.
Get down to 200. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. And do you remember what you ended up doing as far as the actual results?
Yeah, I'm 180 now, under 180. So
yeah, I remember you hit your actual target goal 2 months ahead of schedule.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which was quite impressive. So one of the things that was a benefit, I know Tom and I, before coming on here, we're talking golf. We seem to talk golf almost every single time that we're together, but it's in both of our worlds. And one of the things you kind of mentioned as you had lost the weight was that you started noticing that you're able to walk a little more on the golf course, and just some of your physical activity and some of the things you enjoyed to do, like golfing, also seemed to be impacted. So can you comment a little bit on that?
Sure. Yeah, I definitely would rather now walk the golf course than ride on a cart. I'm able to do that, get up the hills and down the hills, and feel a lot better, have the energy to be able to do that, which I didn't have before. And so physically, I think it's really been a big benefit and help that. I just got done this morning mowing my lawn, or mowing my daughter's lawn. She called up, was in a tizzy, and so I went over there and push mowed the whole thing. No self-propel. They're riding more, and just having the energy again to be able to do these things, and not tired as much. Just way more energy to be able to do them.
I'm not sure if this is true, but is your golf game any better?
I think my long game is.
Oh, really?
I can swing a little better. My short game is seemingly a little bit problematic, but I haven't played as much, and I want to get back out and playing. Seems like this spring has gotten real busy, and trying to get out there. Hopefully I'll be able to do that here soon.
Oh, good. I know just eating healthy and living well hasn't really improved my golf game at all. So getting out there and just playing is kind of the key to that, I guess. But Jackie, I want to kind of lean in to you here just a little bit and ask you, because you were actually quite a big support for us, and it's important for everyone to hear too that we don't live in the same town, and we're not really close. And so to be able to do this from a distance, it does take a lot of organization, does take a lot of discipline, if you will, but kind of following things. And you were very helpful with that, Jackie. From your perspective, what would you say were some of the big takeaways when it came to walking alongside Tom in this journey? And what did you see from not an outsider looking in, but from an outsider looking in?
Well, I would say one of the things that was really helpful was the booklet. I printed out the booklet, and so we would follow the booklet, and there's, you got to be committed to the program. And so, you know, and I think that's important, because if you're not committed during the program, you're not going to be committed. You're definitely not going to be committed after the program. And so that was, we were ready for that.
Yeah.
And so following book, and then also just, you know, the different folks who worked with us, you know, Ashley and, boy, I'm just the worst with names, and they were also sweet and helpful. So that we got guidance along the way. So that was good. And, you know, we were able to do Zoom appointments, which were wonderfully helpful and very informational, and which saved us the, you know, it would be 5 hours round trip drive down there and back. And that worked. I mean, you can do that and have it be effective. So those are, and then just with doing it together, I think really helps with success, because everything, I followed what Tom did. So whatever was the, you know, as we started eliminating things, we would, you know, I would do the same. And so I definitely had health benefit from it as well. And so I definitely saw Tom, I saw less of Tom showing up.
Yes.
As he lost weight. So no, he did great progress on that, and was completely on board with the whole thing. And I feel like, you know, this was a super stressful year for us. And so this, I feel, was a very positive aspect of that and was helpful. I mean, yet we were making these big changes, and change can be stressful. Yeah. But it was very, and has continued to be very positive aspect of this, along with the fact that it's a whole, those things were addressed as part of this program, talking about the challenges of life, you know, beyond just health things.
Yeah, it's a couple things you said that I really want to highlight, because this is not for the faint of heart. Our programs, we do our first meeting, we talk about being all in, and so we preface that, so we don't like surprising people, but we also talk about the mental, chemical, and physical sides of health. So even during seasons of heightened stress and distress, learning these things about yourself and then how to manage them is a real big part of truly making change for long periods of time, long after you're working with us here. So you said it beautifully, and that's the intent of the programs. And one thing I want to highlight, a couple things you said, you guys were all in and committed, which you very much were. When challenges came up, because they always do, you worked with our team and you guys did the work. You guys were a beautiful team. You worked well together. It was easy to work with you as well, because when I said something or when my team said something, it wasn't met with, I can't do that. It was met with, we've got this. And so we're on it. And that's a real privilege and pleasure to work with. And I want to set those expectations for people that are moving into and wanting the same types of things. We know that there's going to be challenges, and we have a lot of solutions to many problems. We believe there's a solution for every problem. Mm-hmm. We just need to have that good communication back and forth. So yeah, you guys did wonderful. And I don't joke when I say, Tom, you're half the man you used to be. And it was you guys did great, and it was picture perfect as far as how we want it to be when it comes to navigating the ups and downs. It's never just an easy, I just get better the whole time. Life never goes like that. So I just want to also thank you guys for taking it seriously, because that's how we get the results. So Tom, would you recommend this for other people, number one, and any other last words before we let you
No,
go?
sure. I mean, I would definitely encourage other people that find themselves. Another big thing that happened was my blood pressure changed dramatically to the proper, rate it's supposed to be. And I remember in November, because I remember a call with you that we were Thanksgiving was happening. We didn't know what the meal was going to be because we're used to the other type of things that we like to eat in the past. We had a full house of people, and we decided that we would go, with the new diet and the new food. And I remember asking you, going like, what's this going to taste like? And you started telling us about Brussels sprouts with a little bit of jelly on it, and just that there is options and there are better things for all of us out there if we're willing to take and go for it. It's not easy, like you said, but it can be done. And even now, when we're eating healthy, we've got grandkids, we've got our adult father living with us in the house, 94 years old, and he's getting the benefit from how we eat and how we live. So thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the intent
That's
is
it.
with this knowledge, it will change generations of healthy eating, and so that's the point. And so, yeah, but you guys took it on full force, and you're modeling really great behavior right now for the entirety of the family. So, I appreciate how serious you took it, and I know this is going to bless your family as well. Moving forward, and they're going to look up to you and say, I want to eat like grandma and grandpa, or whatever they end up calling you guys. So I appreciate your time. I appreciate you doing this. It'll help many of our patients in the future that are thinking about moving forward with this. So thank you very much, you guys, and just stay the course. You're doing great.
Thank you.
Thank you.